Today we will be working on a Toyota Scion. We're going to take an overview of what we'll be working on. The interior here, you can see the floors are going to need some attention, as well as the seats, and work is cut out for us. Take a look at the front. Okay, more work. Now we're gonna just go around to the front, get a look at that. See, the tires are gonna need some attention. Basically, we're gonna take care of the interior and the exterior. So we're just gonna continue to take a look, see what needs to be done. Okay, we're looking at the other side of the vehicle. Gonna open it up, take a look. So once again, we see that the floor is gonna need a little work. And taking a look at the back again. Gonna pick up some trash there. And we're about to get started. This is probably one of my favorite parts of the car detailing process, the rinse, because you can see the dirt start coming off from the beginning with the pressure washer. Here, the pressure washer is removing some of the brake dust from the rim, and it's starting to look a lot cleaner already. Then I'll go up under the wheel well and remove some more of the dirt. Lots of times this is the best part, because when you have your car nice and wet, it looks shiny, and that's what you want. When the car is finished, you want it to look shiny, the tires to look black, dripping. So, you know, as a detailer, we understand that. We try to get you looking nice by the time this is all done. Now, when I first did this, I was saying, what is a detailer's least favorite part of detailing a car on the exterior? And at first I said it was the tires, but then I had to go back and I rethought it, and I was like, probably doing the grill and maybe removing bugs from the front of the vehicle, and maybe even tar that's around the tires. So, you know, doing the rims is not really that bad. You know, it's one of the favorite parts when you put that tire dressing on the end and they looking nice, shiny, black, dripping. So, you know, it's one of my favorites. Now you'll see me using different brushes to reach different areas, and none of the brushes are abrasive, so you don't get your rim scratched. Now here is the wash process. Normally you might see detailers take out their foam cannons and they're gonna foam up the vehicle, let it sit for a few minutes, rinse it off, and they would foam it up again and then use the contact wash. But here I'm just using a sponge and rinsing as I go, and you'll just see me continue on with this process until the vehicle is done. So here I'm just continuing with the washing of the back of the vehicle. You'll see me rinse out the sponge with the pressure washer, and you'll see me taking out my detail brush and going around the edges and doing the gas cap area, and then rinsing the vehicle down. And I guess one of the things you want to notice too is started washing the vehicle from the top down, okay, and then rinsing it down. Now if I were in the sunlight, it would be more of a problem because you want to get everything done as fast as possible so you don't have water spots. Now that I have finished washing the vehicle, now I'm taking the leaf blower and I'm simply just blowing out all of the water that may be in different areas and the crevices and whatnot like that, because you know you can finish drying a vehicle and then somewhere you'll have water dripping down the side of the vehicle, and it's kind of aggravating. And you know, once you're putting the wax on and everything, and then you have a trickle of water coming down into your wax while you're trying to do that process. So the leaf blower is the best means of getting all that water that still remains in the crevices out, so you can dry them and avoid as much water spotting and drips that may occur later on. So as you watch, I'll just continue on with this process, as well as you see me blowing out the water out of the tires and the wheel area, because when you want those tires to dry so you can put your tire dressing on at the end, because it's not good to do with wet tires. So I'm gonna blow out this the car, and then we'll go on to the next step. The next step is simply to take a dry towel, a microfiber towel, and dry the vehicle. The leaf blower did assist with that, but we're just going to finish up going over the rest of the vehicle and just being sure it's entirely dry. Now our next step is we're going to take the mats out and start with the interior cleaning of the vehicle. I'm going to take the mats out and anything else that may be on the floor and put it on the outside. Now I'm going to vacuum the interior. Now sometimes vacuuming doesn't get up everything as much as you would like, so we have brushes, power brushes I call them, that agitate the carpet a bit more so that you can vacuum up even more of the particles that may be trapped in the dirt, in the vehicle. Now we're going to have a look at what the carpets look like after the power brush has been used to agitate the carpet and finish up with the cleaning or vacuuming of the carpet. Now the cup holder area, you will see me use an all-purpose cleaner and a microfiber towel to clean up this area. There we go. And I will also use it to clean up around the gearbox area and agitate it with a brush where needed. Okay, so I'm using the microfiber towel and things are looking pretty good. Wiping it up, looking nice and clean. There we go. Now I'm using a detailed brush to take care of the vent areas, and the vacuum is just kind of sucking up any of the particles that may come from me brushing the dirt out of certain areas. Now I'm getting a microfiber towel and using my all-purpose cleaner to wipe down the doors, take care of the other areas that may need cleaning. Now I am using a waffle weave towel to take care of the windows. I'm cracking the windows, going along the tops to get next to the seals, and being sure the entire window is clean. Next, I am moving to the driver's window, and I'm using a glass cleaner as well as the continued use of the waffle weave towel. Now, people have different methods of detailing. Some start with the interior and then go to the exterior, and some go from the exterior to the interior. Everyone is different, and on different days may do it different ways. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, we want your vehicle to be as clean as possible. Now you see that I've taken out the mats and I'm vacuuming the mats. Sometimes this is a little tricky part, having to hold it where your vacuum cleaner is kind of pulling it up and you have to hold it down in certain sections. But it's just part of the process. I'm also going to be using the power drill and brush on these mats as well to get them as clean as possible. You see, the vacuuming only would get them so clean, but agitating them, you can kind of brush out some of those particles and make it easier to vacuum. Now here is a good example of your classic dirty mat. Alright? Sometimes you have to use whatever is available. Here we have a pole and we're just going to try to beat out as many of the particles as possible. And as you see, it's still left a pretty good amount in there. So the next process is to put it down, take out the drill, try to agitate it as much as possible. And the drill does a quick and fabulous job many times of just getting all those particles up so that you can vacuum up the particles and have that mat looking good. So just take a look at it already. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up with this mat so you can see the finished product, and it's coming out pretty good. And here we go, quick look, there you go. Now the next process is going back to cleaning the windows. Okay, here we're going to clean the top because the roof is actually glass as well. So I use a glass cleaner and the waffle weave towel to take care of the roof, the back window, and the front windshield. After I'm done with all that, I move to the interior. In here, I'm simply using an air freshener. Okay, now I am wrapping up with things, and I'm using my Meguiar's spray wax. Okay, it's a quick wax using on the exterior. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray the wax over the vehicle, give it a nice gloss, and here we go. So I'm gonna do this process around the whole vehicle and move on to the next step. Alright, now we're coming to the close because we're doing the tires. I'm gonna put that nice shine on it. I always like this part because I know I'm about to wrap up. And when I put that shine on the tires, it just feels like completion. Getting that nice dark shine. So we're gonna do the rest of the tires like this. And here we are at the very final step. We're at the walk around. Want to be sure it's looking good. Windows pretty much streak free. We have the wax on the exterior. It looks nice and shiny, buffed to a nice high gloss. Okay, and now we're going to proceed to take a look at the interior. Take a quick look, be sure everything is good on the interior. So anything that is remaining on the exterior that needs to be wiped down, we do that. On the interior, we do that as well. Looking good.